About a week ago, I noticed that I had a roof leak, and I didn't think to make this video until I had already started dealing with it. But you can see the slight discoloration because I'm not done yet. But what you would normally do as a homeowner when you see you've got a roof leak and it's showing up on your ceiling, it was all yellowed there. Who are you going to call? Well, you're going to call a roofer. Well, what does a roofer do? A roofer sells roofs. And they're going to come out and they're going to go up there and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, yeah, you got a problem, and actually your roof is reaching the end of its useful life. We can repair it. We got to rip this apart and that apart and install this and do that. And that's going to be $1,800. Or we could, and it is time, we can replace the whole roof, and that's going to be about $6,800. Choice is up to you. You can pay me now or pay me later. It's only going to get worse. But let me just tell you something. When we think about roof leaks, the first thing we want to think about is what is penetrating the roof closest to where we're seeing the roof leak. And right behind this wall is a bathroom. And every bathroom has what's called a vent stack that goes up and penetrates the roof. You're going to also have a vent stack in the kitchen that goes up through and penetrates the roof. It's those pipes that you see sticking up through the roof. And they're designed to do two things: to vent any sewer gases that may be coming in through the plumbing system, and also to introduce air into the system so that things can, toilets can flush the way that they're supposed to, because things can't operate in a vacuum. But I want to show you a fix that'll save you thousands and thousands of dollars over the years. And it's simple. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, we're going up top. One thing, wear the proper shoes, and also make sure that the pitch of your roof is such that it's walkable for you. Some of them are so steep that that's not the case. But wear proper shoes, and we're bringing a little bag of tricks with us, and I'll show you when we get up there. Well, look at here. Look what's right above that ceiling stain. This is a stack vent that I was talking about by the bathroom. And you can see I've already done this, but here's all you need. That roof caulk, black gooey stuff, is I think about $6. You need a utility knife. You're going to cut the tip of it on an angle, and you're going to cut a bigger hole than you would for regular caulk, because this stuff is really thick. And standard issue caulk gun, something to know that down inside that tip back in here, there's a seal. On your caulk gun, you'll find one of those, and that's what that's for. Once you cut that tip off, you're going to poke that seal and break the seal. Bring a plastic bag up there with you. Bring some paper towel, and this is just a paint stir stick. Okay, but any kind of anything will do that you can throw away when you're done, because this stuff's gooey and you don't want to keep what you're using. In any event, you can see what I've done. There was a little area right at the roof line where just a little bit of water was getting in. It doesn't take much. So I come in here with the caulk, and then I butter it real nicely all the way around, making absolutely certain that I've got everything all the way. And I create almost a skirt so that any water that comes down here or settles around here does not get down in there and penetrate that roof line. And once that's done, then we go in and we deal with the ceiling, because obviously there's no sense in dealing with the ceiling until we've got the roof dealt with. But if you're looking for roof leaks, I'll tell you where you'll find them. You'll find them at those vent stacks, anywhere where the roof is penetrated. There's another vent right there. Also, if you got a leak in your ceiling somewhere by your chimney, what penetrates the roof? Certainly that chimney does. You can get in there with that roof caulk same way. So once that's done, then we'll go down. I'll show you what we do down there. Okay, now the next step, we want to treat the ceiling first with a primer sealer. Emphasis on the word sealer, because it's going to seal any moisture that's in that ceiling still. Will telegraph through the latex paint that you put on if you don't seal it first. So get yourself a can of this stuff. I've been using it for years and years. Make absolutely sure you got the original. And I'll put a link in the description. Actually, the one in the description, the link is for the original, and it's a low odor. I don't happen to have that with me, but in any event, when I say get the original, it's the reason why is because it's oil-based, and that's what you want in order to treat that. And what I would do is use, or what I do is use just a throwaway, little temporary brushes. I think I've got right here, just like that, right? Because oil-based is difficult cleanup. You can't just clean up with water, so you don't want to use a good brush. And you want to get that covered very well, maybe even a couple of coats, and make sure all the yellow areas, you've got that dealt with. And then the next step is you're going to finally paint it after your primer sealer has dried in. I've got bare interior ceiling flat. Your ceilings are likely going to be flat as opposed to satin or semi-gloss. That would be highly unlikely for a ceiling. Something to be aware of: if you don't know what paint was used on your ceilings the last time they were painted, there's 1,000 different shades of white out there, and your likelihood of finding a perfect match is right up next to 0. So be prepared to, when you do paint it, you want to feather it in as best you can. And when I say feather, I mean you've got it on there and you've got your area covered, but you want to feather it in far and wide. The further the better, to get a blend into the existing ceiling. And anyway, the long and short of it, that's going to save you some money, folks. Thanks for watching.